Good day, YouTube diggers. Today's video is all the finds I made on a 2-year ago trip to Newfoundland. And man, is metal detecting there awesome. Everything is old. I've only been out there once doing it, and I don't think too many people do it out there, although I have seen a couple videos on YouTube. But let's start at the top here. Now this just looks like an old copper ring. And the reason why I picked it out is because, man, it has got the patina on that. Look at that. It's just a shiny green all the way around it. It just looks cool. Just an old copper ring, but whatever kind of soil it was in really left the patina on it. Next, we got the musket balls. Now, a couple of these I found out at Bonavista. Vista. The rest I found out along the shore in Harbor Grace. My favorite one here has got to be this guy, because if you look close here, there's just that dark protrusion coming out of the ball where it's flattened. I mean, I think that's a piece of bone. Anyway, who knows? Probably fired in the 1700s when the French stormed the little island of Bonavista there. So we got 6 of them. Next, the first coin I found that was actually from Newfoundland is this 1941 Newfoundland penny. It's got a little flower on, not sure what that is. And it's interesting with their coinage, it's George VI. You can see, but he's wearing the crown on all the coins, unlike the Canadian money where he's not wearing a crown for some reason. Okay, and then we got newest to oldest here. That's a nice old Newfoundland large penny. 1917. King George V. Next, we have another King George V, 1913. A little bit better condition. Next, we have a Canadian penny from 1909, but it was found there. It's a little rough. Don't find too many good eddies. Next up, I found this coin in Bonavista. The first year Newfoundland became a country, 1865. And this coin is pretty good condition. There's a little bit of rusty spots on it, but I mean, it's pretty sharp. Let's see where the bust. Next, we have another 1865. This one's a little worse condition, though. I found this one in Harbor Grace at the end of Water Street. It just ends, and you can go up in the bluffs there, and there's all kinds of long grass, and that's where I pulled this one out. Kind of maybe an old lookout point. Queen Victoria on the back, and she's a little rougher on this one. Next up, you can just see on the bottom of the coin, it says Montreal. This is a 1 sou token. And before, I think this might even be before Upper Lower Canada tokens. It's from 1837 to 1840. And I found this about 9.5 inches deep in the ground. And you can't make out much detail on the coin. I'll flip her over for you. I mean, there's not much left. Another few years in the ground, and that would be toast. Next coin. Now this I didn't actually find in Newfoundland. Found it here in Alberta. But I think it's pretty cool because it's a Newfoundland coin, 1899. I mean, look how it come out of the ground. Like, I just rinsed that off. It looks like I just used Silval or something on it. But really good detail on the coin, just cleanly. There's no patina or nothing. It just looks like it's been cleaned. I actually found that here. Next up into the silver I did find down there. First piece was a 1941 10 cents Newfoundland. And that was just awesome. That was the first silver coin I did find after finding all these old large pennies. And that as well has got George the Sixth with the crown on. Next we have a fish scale from 1944. Newfoundland wasn't officially part of Canada till I think 1952. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wouldn't it be cool if we had fish scales here in Alberta up to 44, eh? Here's another picture. Here, I was getting a 50-cent piece, 4 inches deep, repeating target. And when these reeds popped out of the ground, I couldn't believe it. It's worn. I wasn't able to get a date off of it. But on closer inspection, it is a Queen Victoria. And if you look right below her neckline there, you see that little letter. Try to zoom in on it. It's an H mint mark from Heatley & Sons. And there was only 2 varieties, 2 years that they stamped that H below her neck. And those years were 1872 and 1876. So I know the coin is one of those 2 years, but they are rare. Man, I think one year they made 20,000. Rare. And this I found up at Perry's Cove. And I've never found anything like that before. I had no idea what it was until I got on the internet because it's so curved. And I realized it's an old shoe buckle. And in wicked condition. I found this actually under moss. It was just laying under a blanket of moss, sitting right on the rock. And I mean, it's got all its features work. Like most of the ones I see are just destroyed. And I mean, this one, everything, maybe one of the little teeth maybe is chipped off or something just from wear. But that's pretty cool. Alright, that's it for today's video. If you like my videos, feel free to leave a comment and give me a thumbs up. And there should be more on their way. Take her easy.